Hello, my darlings. Skidding in the door for our live Ask Your Angels, Ask Me Anything coaching and cards today. So I'm going to give everybody a few minutes to find me. Had a few things happening in the background that were unexpected, so apologies for being a few minutes late, but I'm here. Hello, I can see people joining me. Lovely to see you. Oh, so I'm going to pick an angel card to get us started. Hi Suzanne, hi Catherine. Hello, let me know how you are. Let me know where you are saying hello from. Oh my God. Yeah, let me know where you are right now. I am Irish, as most of you know, if you don't by my accent. And I'm living in Italy for the last 4 years now in August. We've been here. So yeah, it is hot. I was looking for something short sleeves and I just couldn't find it. They're all in the wash. So hot. So Joe Louise is in Perth, Australia. Suzanne is in Donegal. Oh, where's everybody from? Catherine, where are you from? Everybody that's joining, where are you watching this live stream from? Hello. So I'm going to pick a card for everybody. Just before I do that, I'm going to say this is an impromptu live stream. I thought I'd pop on, do some angels and cards. Ask Your Angels, coaching and cards. But it's really to open up the space, because I haven't been active in the space for a while. It's open up the space for the Angel Cafe, which is in its 6th year, is opening again on Monday, the 4th of July. So if you haven't already seen that in the group, there's going to be a lot of activity from the 4th to the 24th in this group. Hi, Emery. Hi, Stephanie. Hi, Catherine. Hi, Marie. Lovely to see you all here. Lovely to see everybody joining. So I'm going to pick an overall card for us. The Angel Cafe starts on the 4th to the 24th. To access, go to ashleymooney.com/cafe. I will post the link afterwards, and you can just get that, but you can go there straight now. ashleymooney.com/cafe. 44 experts sharing their secrets for abundance, so prosperity, joy, aligning to your purpose, aligning to your mission. And that's, you know, in your business and in your life. So we're going to have every single day 3 speakers speaking about different things around spiritual business. So we'll have the practicals, you know, the branding, the marketing, sales, web pages, the tech, social media, how to get your message out there. But we'll also have all of the energetics. So I'll be there talking about angels. We'll have healers, light workers, meditations, yoga instructors, qigong. There's just every single day there'll be something magical happening in this group. So get ready. The schedule will be posted over the weekend. You can go, you can have a look, you can see what sessions you definitely want to catch live, because if you're live you can ask questions and get direct support from the speakers. But if you can't make it live, you can watch the replay. The replays will be available for the whole month of July. So tell your friends. You can simply invite people into the group. As far as I know, unless Facebook changed it, there should be just a link where you can just literally invite somebody, or you can share this live stream, I think. You can tag somebody or share them. Maybe they're in the group and they haven't been active, so Facebook might not motivate them to join. So that is it. So our card. Oh, I love this. Okay, I had 2 sessions yesterday with one-to-one clients, and actually this energy or this card or this angel, this archangel came in. So there's a little bit of that. This month, we're going, like, I'll tell you the card, Archangel Jeremiah, number 14, for anyone that has the deck, Archangel Messages for a New Earth. You can read the book. Learn from the past and release ancestral karma. This is what we're doing, especially around abundance, being able to receive money into your life, into your bank account, into your business, for the healing work that you do. Sometimes we have to go back, often we have to go back and clear ancestral patterns and clear money blocks and anything that comes up to stop us receiving that money. And almost every session I have with clients, some sort of a block or an issue around money comes up. But yesterday in particular, it was very much past life issues that were affecting the client's ability to earn money in this lifetime. So we're going to clear all that this month. This month is going to be so powerful. And this is just a wonderful reminder. Jeremiah is the Akashic Records Archangel and is here just reminding us that it's going to be a really, really powerful month ahead. So let's get ready. So what you can do right now is you can post a question for me. I'm actually going to open this on my computer so I can see, because sometimes Facebook makes me miss the, sometimes it jumps. So we have Padraig here. Oh, that's Trish. Hi, Trish. How are you, love? Simona, Sumta. Lovely to see you all from all over the world. Ireland, England, UK. Lovely to see everybody. I'm just going to click onto my computer and just open our group up so I can have two places to see messages, just in case, because sometimes they scroll up and I can't see them. In the meantime, I want you to drop down into your belly, take a breath, and just ask yourself, if I could get support on any area in my life or business at the moment, what would that be? If I could get support from Aisling, practical coaching, and support from my angels, what would that be? And just drop down into your heart and see what question comes up for you. Is it in life, finances, business, health, relationships, whatever area it is? Post your question and I'll intuitively pick whoever I feel drawn to pick a card for you and give you some guidance and advice. So Stephanie has just posted there. I would generally like just some open support in the decisions I need to make over life directions. Okay, so normally I would ask you to try and be as specific as you possibly can, but I'm just going to go ahead and pick a card for you, my darling. And when I ask you, just be ready when I'm finish this conversation with Stephanie to post again your question, because I might lose it in the thread. And I also just want to say, I'm going to be live every week in the Angel Cafe doing live Ask Your Angel sessions. If you want to go deeper with me, you can always book a live session, book a personal session. Just go to ashleymoon.com/work with me, I think it is. Just go to ashleymoon.com, you'll find it there. Or PM me and I'll send you the link for a private session. Or you can join the alignment program, my alignment program, full of incredible angelites, some of them here on this call today. And I'm live there every single week in that group. So let me see. So we have Stephanie. So I'd like some open support on the decisions I need to make over life directions. So you can just help out here, please, angels. Okay. So message for Stephanie. Sometimes when I'm giving messages, although it might not be your specific question that I'm answering, you can come out of this with, oh my God, Aisling, you completely answered my question. Sometimes somebody else in this amazing, incredible group of light workers that we have in this community will have the answer, or will have an answer to add to the information that I'm channeling or giving coaching advice. So if you have some support or some piece of information that you want to share with whoever is receiving the reading at the moment, please do that. Let them know. Give them your support and encouragement and your love and your tips and your advice. I'm not the guru here. I'm facilitating the space. I do my thing, but there's so many of us in this group that we can help and support each other. So it's really important. So my darling, good morning everybody that's just joining me. Lovely to see you all today. I've turned the comments off for a second, so I won't see any of your comments for just a few minutes till I answer this question. So Stephanie is asking for some basic life directions advice. So it's a very open question, and it's very unspecific, Stephanie. So I'm just going to read what's come up for you. So it's number 36 in the deck, Angel Messages for a New Earth. Archangel Chamuel, you are a master manifester. So we have just been, for the whole month of June in the alignment program, we've been working with the energy of Chamuel, which is about manifesting, dreaming the big dream and vision for your life. And I want to just show you this picture of this incredible, confident, strong woman. Red lipstick. I know you like your red lipstick, Stephanie. I just saw a live of yours yesterday and you were talking about trigrams, I think it was, and your personal colours, and you were saying I love to wear a bit of red, a bit of pop. So I do too. I just forgot because I got distracted with family. A bit of pink. Yeah, I got distracted before the call, so I forgot to put the lippy on. Did remember to put a bit of eyeliner on, a bit of mascara, but we can see your red lipstick. So what I want to say is all the cards are in your hands. You have everything you need to have massive success in your life and in your business. You haven't quite stepped into the confidence piece yet. You haven't quite stepped into your pricing really well for your services. You haven't quite stepped into how amazing you are and how amazing the work is that you do. And I'm not saying this, I'm saying this, I'm putting my hand up. I do this over and over again. For me, it's a pattern that shows up in my life. Every time I'm stressed or any sort of challenges come up, I default to not enough. I'm not enough, I'm not good enough, I'm not doing enough. I need to work harder, do more, give more, serve more. So, and that usually coincides with give for free, and forget to tell people how much it is to work with me, or give them the link to work with me. So we all do that. And for me, at least, I recognize it when I'm going there, and it's like, okay, you know, and it's about being able to give freely of your services, but also really valuing the paid work and really encouraging people to sign up for that paid work with you. So that's a little bit about work. A little bit about life directions that's coming through is you're a magical manifester. Like, you are a master manifester. So whatever the F you want in your life, Stephanie, you can literally claim it. You can do that in lots of ways. I know sometimes we're looking, the reality of the world that we're looking at is not the one that we want, or it's the one that we want to change. But you have all your Feng Shui tools. Stephanie is a Feng Shui expert and home alignment specialist, so can get your home vibrating to match what it is that you want to manifest. So you already have those tools, Stephanie, and you can use them in any area of your life and your business. So you can use your Feng Shui mastery that you already know. You can use a vision board. You can use words. Words are very powerful for you. So I'm sort of giving that to you now as a confirmation that words are very powerful. I would go and do the quiz, the 5 love languages, and it's 5lovelanguages.com. It's a free quiz. It takes 10 minutes for anybody. Everybody should know their love language because it's just a game changer in your relationships. But go and figure out your love language, and I'm guessing that words of affirmation are somewhere around, there's a top for me. It's my top love language. So they're very important for me. And I also know that the words that I use with my clients and in my community and sharing my message and talking about angels and business, that it can be very powerful. It can be very deeply healing for people on the receiving end. And, you know, it really took me a while to own that and to accept that and to just speak from my heart with didn't even do my hair today. I didn't have the time. You know, just showing up as myself and speaking from the heart and the sharing. So you have that power as well, that your words are very, very powerful. So don't be afraid to show up, start reaching out, go on podcasts. If you haven't already, commit to a weekly blog or a weekly email, sharing your tips, get on video, do a weekly live stream, as well as in your group, do one publicly as well, and start to really share this work that is your mission. It's part of your mission. So the message that's coming through is you can totally use this in your business, but you can also use it in every area of your life. You have the tools. You have the tools. So just set your intention about what it is that you want to achieve, and go for it. And that might sound, but I really, there's nothing I can give you that you don't already have. You've got this. You're really just missing the little bit of confidence that I suppose that's what I'm trying to give you today, is saying you have everything you fucking need. I said to a client yesterday, I said, this is, take this phrase, everything you're seeking is seeking you. But I also said to her, everything you're seeking is already in your inbox. Every answer to every question, every resource that you're looking for, everything is probably already in your inbox. I'm like 100% sure it's in your inbox already. So you either know the people that you are going to help you on your next step, or you have the resource or the words or the activities or the whatever it is that you need. So I hope that's making sense, Stephanie, and for anyone else that's listening to this. So that's Stephanie. Let me know, give me some feedback, let me know how that's working for you and for anyone else. So somebody, Liz is saying that's fab. So okay, so you got something from that. Let me know what were your ahas, what were you taking from this? So, can you pop a question? So who is it? There was somebody the next person that pops a question will get my support. So pop a question in. So if you already posted your question, just repost it now. Try and be as clear as you can. Would love some direction on my energy work. Not sure what direction to go on. Catherine, I'm going to say if you want some business support and you want to be in a community, join the alignment program. If you want to book a one-to-one session with me, go and do that. Or find someone else, but just, a one-to-one session will be very helpful. I'm just seeing some messages, so I'm gonna move out of that that now. So who was I answering here? I'm going to turn off the comments now in a minute. Catherine. Okay, so it's Catherine. I'm speaking to Catherine. I've been doing one-to-one sessions recently, and the power of sitting in conversation with the intention of getting clarity and breakthrough and transformation can completely change the trajectory of your life or your business. So I would recommend, if you have book a session in the next few weeks with me or with somebody else, have an oracle card reading, have something that will just kickstart you in a new direction. So your question was around your energy work. You're not sure what direction to actually go in. I would advise getting some coaching advice on it. Archangel Raziel is in here, and he says, you hold a wisdom and gifts of many past lifetimes. So there's two pieces in this card. The first one is just a reminder that you have a lot of expertise from your past lives that you can now actively bring into this life and start to use them here. So even just by calling that in now, by calling Raziel and asking Raziel to give you that information, remind you of those skills and those experiences that you've had that could be useful here. And just watch out for that in the next 21 days. You might suddenly find yourself wanting to learn piano, or using sound in your healing sessions, or doing energy healing in a whole different way. I remember when I first learned Reiki, it was hands-off Reiki. And I did one of my first sessions, I was in a group and it was irresistible. I had to put my hands on this woman's ankle. And my teacher was like, what are you doing? That's not the way we do things. And I was like, I cannot do it. I have to put my hands. And what I continued to do then in my Reiki practice was to touch the joints of people. And I felt that when I did that, and the clients felt it as well, that they were able to release a lot that was stuck in the, the joints. There's a lot of energy that can get stuck in our joints. And that just by touching them with the intention of releasing them, I learned that as I went. But it definitely wasn't something that I learned from my Reiki teacher. It was something that I just developed myself by trusting my intuition, by listening to the feedback from clients, by knowing that I felt happier when I was doing this, and obviously touching in a respectful way your clients. But I'm sharing that with you, that you might start to do things differently. But another piece as well is you might decide to go and study Akashic record work. I would recommend Marina Beach if you want to go and learn a bit of Akashic records work. But there's lots of books out there. There's beautiful oracle card decks that you can start to explore this energy of the Akashic records. And past life regression, Brian Weiss, you can have a look at some of his books on Hay House, Many Masters, Many Lives, amazing books. So I would say explore the past life therapy area and bring that into your sessions in some way. So it's not going to be a big deal. It's going to appear as you start to look, as you start to explore this area. It will start to come more into your work. It'll be obvious. You pick up the right book, you find the right teacher, you'll go and have a session with someone and have that experience for yourself and be blown away and be like, oh my God, the past life is a thing. I totally need to be doing this in my sessions. So, and just the message that's coming through for you, Catherine, and for anyone that's in a healer, spiritual teacher, you're doing your sessions, you don't have to make a radical change and swap from one thing to something else. You can totally bring all of your tools along with you on this journey, and you can continue to do sessions for energy work. I'm actually going to post, I think I posted a video in here. I'm going to link it under this video, and it's Fast Cash for Lightworkers. It's 30 minutes of gold. I recorded it about 4 years ago. It's still relevant today. It's completely free. Just go on YouTube and find it, or I'll post the link. Remind me if I forget. But within the first 10 minutes of that, it will show you how to describe your offering. So instead of calling it energy work or Reiki healing or angel cards, I don't know, when you're doing a one-to-one session, get a little bit more specific about the transformation that you're providing. So instead of energy work, it could be healing trauma, healing past life trauma for business success, something like that session. So it's like, if you think about this, you'll start to see a theme. Go back and think about the last 5 to 10 clients that you've had. And you can even reach out and ask them directly for a testimonial, but ask them what was their experience of the session, what was the end result, what was the transformation, what was the breakthrough that they experienced in the session with you. And you'll start to see some clues in there around what it is that you actually provide. So you'll start to see some clues that you can repackage. So you can continue to do the energy work, but you can just repackage. You can call it something else that will bring in more clients for you. And look, I would recommend joining the alignment program. And Marie, you're in the alignment program and you asked me a question about starting a new business. So I'm going to pick a card for you, love. But I would say go and do in the archives. We have the Abundant Heart program. Go and pull that out and get started with that. That will bring you through your healer's journey and the power of your name, which are two important starting points in figuring out what your overall life purpose is and what the business is that you should be delivering to the world. But the card that's come up for you is Archangel Metatron. Own the stage and share your wisdom. Catherine, give me some feedback on what I've just said. Let me know. Any more questions around that? How's it resonating? What's coming through? A lot of purpley cards, and I'm wearing some deep blue here, so purpley blue was really interesting. All the cards are all different colors, so it's interesting that these have come through. Anne-Marie, I want to see you more active in the group. I know sometimes you can't catch the lives. I want to hear your voice. I want you to, this card is about on the stage and share your wisdom. It's about being seen and realizing that you have so much wisdom and experience to share. If you're alive on this planet more than 25, 30 years, you've got stuff to share. You have something that can help somebody else on their path that might be a little bit behind you or on the same trajectory as you, but you have so much to share. And I want you to just focus this month on being more visible in the group. And one way you can do that is by going through the Abundant Heart and doing the first 2 modules, and then come back to me on our weekly live and I'll give you some more support. Post it in the group as well, anything that comes through for you as you do those incredibly powerful modules. Okay, my darling. So Aoife posted a question that I really want to answer, and it was, how do I repair the relationship with my son? So my heart goes out to you, Aoife. I'm sending you so much love. That is not an easy place to be in. I have a 14-year-old. So, you know, just from all the mothers in this group, all the women, all the mothers, we all get what you're going through. We're sending you a virtual hug. It is not a fucking easy job. And my son isn't there, so I'm trying to be quiet. It is not an easy job. Especially in those years. Literally, I'm thinking of myself between 14 and 25, I would say, those years. So I don't know where your son is in there, but I'm guessing he's somewhere in those years. They're tricky years. A really amazing book would be Tony Humphreys. He talks about the wild teenager. I think your son might be a little bit more adult. That's the feeling I'm getting. But the message from your angels is what you need to do, my darling. Realize that you're doing the best that you can with whatever resources you've had at your hand in this whole experience of being a mother. You're doing the fucking best that you can, and my heart is going out to you. But the angels are saying, come back to you, come back and do your healing work, come back to your healing journey. Archangel Raphael, open yourself up to the sound of healing. So there's a few things in this. You can literally go and find somebody that does sound healing and go and have 3 or 4 sessions. If you're in Dublin, I can recommend a guy. I can't remember his second name. His first name is Tomas. I had a few sessions years ago. I can find him. Tomas McKenna. He was based in Sandymount, that direction. So you can Google him, and he does some amazing sound healing work. But there are amazing sound healers in this group, and I'm sure that if you start to Google it, you can find some nearer to wherever you're living at the moment. But sound healing is, you can book a session. You can also physically use sound in your life. Young adults and teenagers can disrupt the energy in our environment and our house, and we need to monitor and clean that energy all the time. They're out in the world, they're meeting different groups of people, they're taking in different energies. It's a sponge period of their lives. They're learning, they're growing, and especially from what I've read, at those years they go out into the world, and it's when they most are looking for male role models and figures. So read Tony Humphreys' book, because he's absolutely brilliant. But what I'm saying is that we need to keep the energy of our homes clear. So you can use whatever way you want. You can literally use, like she has a drum and she's banging it and clearing the energy. You can use bells. I have bells. You can use, put on your favorite music and blast that around the house. You can walk around the house with a candle and clear the energy. I use, although I'm not a Catholic, I was raised a Catholic, very much a lapsed one, but there are some prayers and some connections with that religion that I love. I combine it with my own eclectic mix of spirituality. And so I will connect very deeply with Mother Mary, you know, as a mother. And I will often say the Hail Mary or play the Ave Maria. Botticelli has a beautiful one on YouTube. I will play that in the house with the intention that it's clearing the energy. And literally a massive declutter and clearing physically in the house can also help to just clear the energy and lift the energy. But at the moment, and holy water is like amazing for doing some energy. And, you know, I've just moved house, so I'm thinking of doing this as well, that at some stage in the next 3 months, I'm going to have to get somebody out to just physically, although I'm a healer and I can do this myself, you know, sometimes it's better to have somebody in that's completely detached from a space and to just clear out the energy. You can find people, you can pay for a session, get people to just clear out the energy of your space. So I hope that that's useful. You could also get Stephanie. Stephanie is I've just done a reading for her. She's a home alignment specialist. She could help you to get the energy of your space clear and back on track. And we also have Patricia Lohan, who's going to be one of our speakers in the cafe. That would be a great session to tune in. It's next week sometime. I don't know the exact day or time. But let me know how that's resonating. So there's a lot of things that you can do. I am sending you so much love. It is not an easy job, not an easy place to be. I hope that this gives you some help and support. I'm sending Mother Mary. I'm asking her to wrap her arms around you and just give you some love today and reassurance that you're doing the best that you possibly can right now in your life. Even though as mothers we feel like it's never enough and it's always our fault. A good remedy would be red chestnut. Also, your angels are saying forgiveness work. If you can do some forgiveness work. Yesterday I Cried by Ivanka Van Sant is one of the most amazing books I've ever read on forgiveness. Go and get that and read it over the weekend. But red chestnut is a wonderful remedy that will help you just pull your energy back to yourself, and just bring a little bit of forgiveness there and a little bit of acceptance and compassion for yourself. You know, and know that if you keep your heart open and your home open and you keep talking to your son and telling him that you love him, you know, no matter how hard that is, I try to consciously do that every single night. I say goodnight to my son. I say, I love you. You just do what you can. And they're on the good days and on the bad days, I do it too. You know, we just do our very, very best. So I'm just sending you so much love. It is not easy. Oh, I brought up all my shite as well. That one, all my stuff came up in that one. Okay, who's next? Who would like a card? Where are we for time? Okay, we've plenty of time. We've about 20-25 minutes. Remember, the Angel Cafe starting on Monday. ashlingmooney.com/cafe. Bring all your friends. We're going to have a whole month of so much goodness happening in this space, my darlings. Amazing speakers, 44 incredible speakers coming into this space. So yes. Okay, post your questions. I can't see any questions. If there's no questions, I'll go. So drop down into your heart, take a breath and just ask yourself, if I could get some advice or support from Aisling and the angels today, what would that be? What area of my life would I like to focus on? And if you've already posted a question, just repost it for me because the thread has gone up and I won't be able to find it. So just repost your question. And anyone else that's got an aha from that, yes, I will post a link. Or would somebody else just type in the link there, ashlingmooney.com/. Any information for not staying stuck in people's worlds, please? Oh, I love that question. Oh my God, sorry, it's going very quick here. Okay. I'm going to answer that one, and that is Gillian. Okay, Gillian. Any information for not staying stuck in people's worlds, please? So, what I say to my clients is walnut backflower remedy should be part of your existence for the rest of your life. They'll bury you with it. It's literally the number one remedy that I recommend for everybody. If you think about the walnut shell, it is very hard to crack. It's very hard to crack. So that, I'm just going to put the comments off for a moment. So the walnut energy protects you from outside influences. Negative or positive, it doesn't matter. You just, in particular, negative influences. So it just protects you from when other people's energy becomes overbearing, becomes a bit dictatorship. This is just is pushing the buttons of your people pleaser, you know, and wanting approval. I'm putting my hand up for this. So, you know, that's the number one thing, is that I don't want to upset people. I don't want to rock the boat. I don't want, you know, if somebody says this is the way it is, I really, really, really want to say agree with them, but it's taken years and years and years of continual practice to reach a point where I really have to trust my gut and disagree. And it's never easy for a recovering people pleaser. So I completely get what you're saying, but walnut is your remedy. Literally get yourself a bottle in a local health store, add a couple of drops to your water. So I have a bottle of water here and I have 2 or 3 remedies dropped into the water. Since yesterday this water was here, so I can't remember what remedies I needed yesterday, but I dropped them in, 2 drops each, and just shake it around, and I'm just sipping that throughout the day or 2 days. So I'm getting those remedies in, but you can also just take it directly on your tongue. There is a bit of alcohol, so if you have a problem with that, you can drop it in tea and evaporates the alcohol and you just get the remedy. You can put it on your pulse points if you want, under your feet to get into your system. But walnut just gives you a layer of protection and support, in particular when you're going into an environment that you know is going to push your buttons and try to bring you out of your equilibrium. And also if you're making decisions and you're being pulled, you know, the marketing that's out there at the moment, everything that's calling our attention, walnut is just a wonderful blanket of just come back to yourself and take a breath and make decisions from your heart that are best for you in your life. And the card that's come through for you, Gillian, and it's here for most of us today, is this beautiful Archangel Chamuel again. But it's another essence of, sort of archetype of Chamuel, and it's you are a vessel of divine love. So it's like you're so bright that when you walk into a room, it's like moth to flames, to the flame, to the light, moth to the light. So it's like you really need to just practice clearing your energy every night. You can literally do that with a breath. You can literally ask the angels to come in, Archangel Michael to come in with a imaginary hoover and hoover out all the energy in your system and clear it, and then surround you in a ball of protective energy. You can cut the ties with Michael. That could be a very easy one to do. I recommend cutting the ties for 21 days. If you go to ashlingmooney.com/box, you will get my spiritual toolbox, and in that, as far as I'm aware, is cutting off the ties meditation, 10 or 15 minutes that you can do. Do that as a series, as a treatment for 21 days. to just clear your energy, especially if you're going into a situation, or if you're in a challenging situation in your life at the moment that it's bringing up a lot for you. You know, there's people that are a bit domineering and you need support against, or you need to fortify yourself so that you can stand up for yourself in these situations. Cutting the ties would be a good one. Walnut would be a good one. And just being aware that you are amazing. And another thing that's coming through is, for any of us light workers, any of us sensitive souls out there, yeah, you need to make sure that you have a community there. The alignment program is there if you're interested. You can just PM me for details. But make sure that you have friends and family members that you can go to when you need support. Not all family members, not all friends are those friends. So we really need to make sure that we have champions in our lives that can support us, that are aware of our energy, of our golden hearts, of our sensitive souls, and are able to help and support us and are give us good, positive advice and motivational advice in times of difficulty or challenge. So it's really, really important that you surround yourself with incredible people that can support you when you need it. So I hope that was useful. Let me see. Okay, Amanda Levens, stuck in limbo between my present work and my holistic work. How do I take that leap? I'm feeling physically and mentally drained and not sure what steps to take. So putting on my coaching hat, Amanda, I'm going to pick a card for you. I don't like this idea of, and I do use it sometimes, taking the leap from our traditional business to our spiritual business. I like to see it more of a transition. And as Elizabeth Gilbert says, don't make your creativity or your healing work, I'm adding in there, don't make your creativity pay the bills initially. And Elizabeth Gilbert, I actually shared this with a client yesterday, she didn't give up her waitressing job until she had something like 3 best-selling novels. So 3 bestsellers before she gave up waitressing. So, and I had a part-time job for 2 years. I was working in the area of mental health and in community work. And I did that for 2 years because my business was really struggling. And I didn't leave that job. I didn't give that job up until I had 3 €10,000 launches. And I had one. I was like, okay, this is looking good, looking good. A few months later, I had another one. Okay, nearly ready to leave this job. And it was, it took another 10K launch, 30,000 came in, and I was like, okay, that's my salary for the year, a base salary. If I have that coming in, I know I'm okay, and I know this is working, I'm ready to leave the part-time job. So I am totally for transitions. I'm not really for leaps in this area, because when I've leapt, I don't know the proper grammar for that, when I've leapt in the past, sometimes it works out, often it works out for me. But when it hasn't worked out, it's caused anxiety, insecurity, self-doubt, lack of confidence, self-esteem has been hurt by that. When there hasn't been financial security there, when there hasn't been a regular salary coming in. So my advice is to be grateful for the job that you have, even though you're stuck in these 2 worlds at the moment, is how you feel. Like you have the traditional work and you have your spiritual work. I would say let your spiritual work prove itself before you give up that regular income. And I would also say, get a coach. Get into a community, a business community that's going to help you to build that business to become something that can bring in your first 30K, can bring in your first 50K, 100K, whatever it is that your goal is. It certainly didn't happen like that for me. It was a gradual progression. So, you know, that would be my second thing, is get some support and guidance. So I'm going to just read an angel card as well. But that would be from, you know, coaching support. That's an interesting card that's come through. Okay. So there's two cards have come through that are very interesting. One is, so this is not related to, one is related to business, and it's time to dream big dreams. So take everything that I have said on board, my love, because it is gold dust, the information that I've given you. Go and watch the Fast Cash to Lightworkers. I'll put the link in this here somewhere, or message me afterwards and I'll find it for you. And that will give you a kick boost on your business and how to make it more profitable as you're going forward, so that you can fast track to being able to leave your traditional job. But this card is also about dreaming the biggest dream. So whatever you're thinking for your spiritual business at the moment, your angels are saying there's a way bigger, 3 times bigger than what you're thinking about and planning for at the moment. So it's about really opening yourself up to other possibilities, and you know, get some support to start to see them, or journal about it, open up to some more ideas. So that's the business. There's also something coming through. When Azrael comes through, it's time to see through the illusion. Azrael comes through Azrael is the angel that helps us with transitions, life transitions, but also there's a little bit of healing that needs to happen, a little bit of forgiveness work, a little bit of trauma that's been stuck in your system. It's not a big deal. It can be very easily released. Star of Bethlehem would be a beautiful remedy to help you release that, known as the Comforter essence. And just doing some active forgiveness work and releasing the past, cutting the ties, everything that I've spoken about. Go and get that spiritual toolbox, and that will help and support you. But there's a little bit of forgiveness work that needs to be done. And as you do that work, then you're going to be able to bring that into your healing work and be able to deliver that for clients. So absolutely beautiful, very powerful angel. When Azrael comes in, there's no messing. Azrael is like the 11th angel that I work with. So when I'm going on a journey with clients, we start with Michael, we start with Raphael, Gabriel, Uriel, and we work up to the more demanding angels, powerful angels, the ones that require you to do a bit of a deep dive into your own healing journey. So Azrael is one of the final angels, Azrael and Metatron. So it's a pretty incredible gift when this angel steps into your life, and you can bring whatever you learn, whatever you're willing to learn for your own healing journey, you can bring that into your work then with your clients in your healing business. So I love that. So where are we now? We have time for 1 or 2 more. Let me know before I go forward. Have you signed up for the Angel Cafe? If you haven't, go to ashleymooney.com/cafe and get yourself in there. And let me know what was your biggest aha. Although you might not have got a reading yourself, you might not got your question answered specifically, but I'm sure that you got some golden nuggets from this. I'm sure that you got some insight, some support. So I would love to know what ahas are coming through for you as you're watching this. And hello to everybody that's joined. You're all so very, very welcome. These areas, as I fell, all cards are connecting me in forms. I can't, don't know what that is. Stephanie, will you post that again, love, so I can get that full message. Thank you, darling. So Amanda says, thank you, that's what I needed to hear. Beautiful. Hi, Julie. Hi, Teresa. Hello. Anne-Marie, did that work for you? Liz, you have your hand up. Okay. What's your question, my darling? Post it right now and I will answer for you. Post your question right now, Liz. Oh, it looks like Anne-Marie, you've tagged Patricia Bourne-Walsh, but she's not in the group, so you need to physically invite her to the group. I can't, at the top of the page, there's usually some way to invite people, something like that, so you can do that. So, Liz, or the next person that posts a question, I will answer it for you. So give me, the next question will be the last one. Let me see. Repost your question if you've already posted it. Thank you so much to hear that, as I had an emotional time. I'm sending you so much gorgeous love, Assumpta. Sending you so much love. You're going to get so much support this next month in the Angel Cafe. So, you know, tune in, have a look at the schedule, and pick whatever, you know, experts you want to tune into to get the support that you need. So Catherine, relationship question from Catherine Noonan. So I've missed the full question, but I'm just going to wing this, angel wing it. So we have 24, Archangel Raphael, soften your heart. So your question is about, I think your question is about bringing in a new relationship, or maybe deepening the relationship that you have at the moment, or improving that, or whatever. But the message from the card that's coming through is very much what I said to Aoife when she was talking about reconnecting with her son. And the message for her was to go back to your own healing. And this is Archangel, and it was Raphael as well. So Raphael is coming in to say, soften your heart. You know, it's about your journey. Go and do the 5lovelanguages.com, do that free quiz, figure out what your love language is. If you're in a relationship, get your partner to do it as well. Even if they're reluctant, say, this is important to me, do it. Thank you, Liz. Thank you for your acknowledgement, my darling. I love that. Thank you. Thank you for putting your hand up and for your vulnerability as well. Go to 5lovelanguages.com and figure out what yours and your loved ones, I've done it for me and my husband, and my 2 kids have all done the quiz, and I know everybody's love languages, and it's a game changer in our relationships. It's free and it's easy. I bought the book then, which is a very small book, but it's fantastic, full of information around this idea of love languages. I recommend it to anyone with any relationship question. But this card is about bringing it back to you, Catherine, to your own heart. And I have a feeling that you're lifting your eyes up and going, more fucking healing. I've not done enough healing at this stage in my life. More. And it's like, there's a feeling that you've done healing work, but you've done it with a view to serving others. So some way in there, that's what we do. You know, we heal ourselves and we bring that back out into the world. And the angels are saying this type of healing that they're talking about is, there's no ulterior motive in it other than showing pure and unconditional and compassionate love for yourself. So how does that show up for you? Does that show up with a blank space in your diary where there's just you and your cup of tea and your favourite book? Or does that show up where you finally reach out to friends and have a date with your girlfriends? Does that show up with a walk in nature? Does that show up with booking a show, or going to London and going to Broadway, or I don't know, watching your favourite show? Like, doing something ridiculously beautiful just for you. It doesn't sound like a long-term strategy, but your angels are saying it's like in Julia Cameron's book, The Artist's Way. She recommends that we have an artist date every week where you just go to fill up your well, your creative well. You go into town, you go to an art gallery, but it doesn't have, if you're not interested in art, it doesn't have to be that, but it can be what would fill your well? What would give you back that creative spark? And I also share somewhere a very simple relationship thing. I'm not sure if it's relevant here. So your aim is I'm going to share it anyway. I'm not sure if it's relevant for you, but it might be relevant for somebody else listening. But if you get a piece of paper, you write my dream partner at the top and you write 2 columns. So on the first column, you write all of the qualities of my dream partner. So generous, good looking, outdoorsy person, kids, no kids, loads of money, financially stable, lovely car, likes to travel. I don't know, whatever you want to, from this dream partner, you write it all down there. And then in the next column, you look and you tick and you say, where am I giving this to myself? So you go through the list and you look at generous. Okay, where am I generous with myself? Am I generous with myself? Is there places in my life that I could be more generous to myself? Where am I being ungenerous or unkind? And you go through that list and you focus on 1 or 2 things every week and you try to bring more of that energy into your life. And the idea is that, like, sometimes it can just take one thing, taking one thing from that list and cultivating that quality of kindness or gentleness or whatever it is that you want in a partner, that you give that to yourself. You become a magnet for that person that you want to attract. And I've seen this exercise. For people that do it, I've given it to thousands. Not everybody does it. Very few people have actually taken it and sat down with a cup of tea or a glass of wine, a candle, a piece of paper and written out this list. Very few people. But the ones that have, I have seen instant results. Literally the next day or the next hour, they literally bump into somebody that is like, oh my God. Some people get shocked and they completely pull back in to their comfort zone. Occasionally people will take that leap forward, but it can also give you information about your current relationship. It can give you clarity about your current relationship. It can show you. So if you can take your dream partner and then you can compare that to your current relationship, it can let you see where the gaps are and where the work needs to be done. I'm sending you so much love. Everybody watching this live stream, I'm sending you all of my love. I hope that you got some help and support from this information that we shared today, from the angels. And I hope to see you in the Angel Cafe from next week. I'll be here on Monday live again, opening the cafe, but I hope to see you here. And please invite your friends, invite your families, anybody that is interested, in particular spiritual entrepreneurs that want to create a business that's successful, that's profitable, that's satisfying, that you're living your life purpose while sharing your healing gifts and receiving getting well paid for sharing those healing gifts in the world. That is one of my missions. And I really think that this Angel Cafe, this next one, is really going to help and support so many of us, in particular women, to just really take back our power and allow in more abundance into our lives. Loads and loads of love, my darling. Thank you for joining me. ashleymooney.com/cafe to join the Angel Cafe. Mwah! Have a great weekend. Bye bye.